Celebrity Squares. And playing the big box games tonight, from Rockwood Laughter, it's Bobby Davro. From Absolutely Fabulous, June Whitfield. From Pebble Mill, Judy Spires. From Wheel of Fortune, it's Carol Smiley. From the world of comedy, Ray Allen and Lord Charles. From Never the Twain, Windsor Davis. Comedy magician, Joe Pasquale. From KYTV, it's Alan Atkinson Wood. And from GMTV, Amanda Reddington. They're all here to play Celebrity Squares. And now, here's the star master of Celebrity Squares, Bob Monkhouse.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's what I like. An audience that doesn't get out much. Hello, celebrities.
Hello.
9 famous friends, all here to further their careers, and you have never been further from your careers than you are this minute. Would you like to introduce yourself to our celebrities?
Hello, celebrities. My name's Miriam.
Just a second. Just a second. I didn't hear a response of any kind.
Hello, Miriam.
That's a little friendly. That's friendly, yes. Thank you very much, Miriam. Please proceed.
I'm 26 years old and I live in Lancashire in a town called Nelson. I work in the local newspaper as a special projects advisor which deals mainly with advertising.
You're an advisor?
Yeah.
You live in Nelson?
Yeah.
Yes. Being from Nelson, you have to keep one eye on everything, I suppose. Well, that sounds delightful. And do you have any special ambitions?
Yeah. I'd like to own a B-Day.
B-Day, that's 2 days before D-Day, isn't it? Let's say hello to Miriam, ladies and gentlemen. Who won the toss, by the way? All right. You're playing the toss. You're playing the toss. Would you tell our celebrities all about yourself?
Hello, celebrities.
Hello, John.
Hello, I'm John Leask. I'm originally from Glasgow, but my wife and I now live in Doncaster, where I work for the local government and I collect data on the local economy.
The economy. That's a depressing subject, isn't it, John?
Rather.
I don't know what country this recession came from. I know it didn't come from us, because we've never made anything in Britain that's lasted as long as it. The economy, well, what do you do something for the community?
Yes, both my wife and I are active in the church. In fact, I moved to Doncaster so that I could go to Bible college.
Bible college? So you're into local economy and Bible studies?
Yes.
Well, why not? Most economies are on their knees. They might as well do something while they're down there. Very good to see you both here. A little applause. Yes, why not? John Leeds. Okay. And the object of the game is to get 3 squares in a row. They can be vertical. They can be horizontal. They can be all on the slant. Or they can be any 5 squares. That'll do it. It's a lockout game. It's up to our players to decide whether the celebrities are giving a correct answer or making one up. That's how they win the squares. The squares are worth £10 each for the first round of the game, then they double up in the second half of the show. And there's a £50 bonus for a completed game. And it matters to whom the most money goes, because it could provide a key to one of the cars in the Monkhouse Motor Show.
A nippy 5-door hatchback, a white 4-wheel drive, a sleek cabriolet, a flame red saloon, and an elegant coupe.
Hooray! All these cars previously owned by Jim Davidson, who never had his license long enough to drive them, so they're all very, very new and very nice. You won the toss? No, who won the toss?
Miriam
You won the
did.
toss? OK, off you go, Miriam.
I'd like Bobby Davro, please.
So would I.
Howdy. Hello, Miriam.
Yeah.
Oh, she's lovely, Chuck. Isn't she lovely?
Oh, you've had a hard life, haven't you?
I know.
When he was 4, he was abandoned by an orphanage, you know. Dinosaurs!
Dinosaurs, yes.
Dinosaurs had their brains in their bottoms.
Oh, a bit like the government.
Is that true or false, Bob?
Most agreeable. Dinosaurs. I saw that, what was that dinosaur film out last year?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, that was the one. Do you know what you call a dinosaur with one eye? Do you think he saw us? And what do you get when you cross a dinosaur and a vindaloo, a megasaurus? Now, listen, I'll tell you what, Brutus. I reckon they didn't live very long. They were extinct, because they only had small brains and they were in their heads. Definitely.
So they didn't have their brains in their bottoms, says Bobby. What do you think, Miriam?
I agree with Bobby.
They didn't have their brains with their bottoms. You're quite right to agree. They had a neural junction there. Naught gets the square. Your first £10 is one, goes up in the front of your desk like this. Yes, sir. John, where are you going to give it to across?
Joe Pascal.
Joe Pasquale, welcome to the show.
Hello. Hello, Bob.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, look, before we start, Bob, I've got somebody that wants to say hello to Lord Charles here. Got somebody to say hello to Lord Charles. This is Melvin and this is long-lost cousin. This is... Oh. Oh, silly arse. Oh.
Hi, Joe, it's Roger de Courcy.
Go on, what was the question, Bob? Sorry, go on. Oh, I lost it for a second there.
Wait, daft. In Alaska, Joe, it's illegal to look at a moose through an airplane window. Is that true or false?
That's absolutely stupid, because I was on a plane and I looked at a moose the whole time. It was on the sweet trolley, but I was looking at it for half an hour. No, it's ridiculous, because they're entitled to private life, you know, like mooses. Right? It's not illegal to look at them, but they're entitled to, like, if they want to, put a leotard on, do some weight training and all that sort of stuff, but don't need pictures taken. But just as a matter of interest, what do mooses put on their hair when they go out to dinner?
What do they...
It's not moose, is it? OK, it's illegal. It's not illegal. It's not illegal. Trust me, John, I know what I'm talking about.
Joe says it's false that it's illegal to look at a moose through an airplane window.
I agree.
You're right to agree. Your cross goes in there, you get £10. Where are you going to go next, Miriam? Miriam?
I think I'll go for June Whitfield because my dad always had a big crush on her.
Oh, who does not? Who doesn't have June Whitfield? And I'm glad they got you for absolutely fabulous while you still are.
Oh, Bob, you're so flattering. They better get you for This Is Your Life while they still can.
I love you.
I love you too.
I
You
know.
that.
Chromosomes. They're what determines our appearance. Does a potato have more or fewer than a human?
Well, it certainly has more eyes. Whether your chromosomes are around your eyes or not, I'm not quite sure. But I suppose it's a trick question, and one should say human, so I'll say it's a potato.
Miriam, June says a potato has more chromosomes than a human being.
Well, I'll go on the same logic as June and agree.
Potato has 48, we have 46. You're right to agree. Naught gets the square. Another £10, you've got to do it.
Judy Spears.
Judy Spires. Judy Spires from Pebble Mill, ladies and gentlemen. Sexiest lady on television. Joined AA Relay, so she'll always know a man who can. Judy. Does genuine ivory only come from elephant tusks?
Oh, no, Bob, you can get a fair bit from Esther Ranson. Wasn't he a joke? Isn't he a joke? No.
No, it doesn't only come from elephant tusks.
I disagree.
It also comes from animals like the walrus. You're wrong to disagree. And naught gets the square. No, it doesn't. It's game point. If you want a naught in Judy Spires square, you've got to put it yourself.
Go on, then.
Go on, then.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
No messing. Judy, here we come again. History, it's believed that at Nishapur in 1221, Genghis Khan killed 1,748,000 people. In how long did it take? 1 day or 1 hour?
Ooh. Well, whichever, it's a lot. But then I guess, if anyone can, Genghis can.
Well, is that you're saying yes he did?
48,000.
Well, one day or 1 hour?
Oh, sorry, 1 hour.
He killed all those people in 1 hour, Miriam.
I disagree.
He did. It was planned for months ahead, of course, but they did it. I'm sorry. You're wrong to disagree. Cross gets the square, no money is won. I can imagine where you're going next.
Ray Allen and Lord Charles.
To Ray Allen and Lord Charles. Welcome to your long travels around the world. Still on the brandy and soda, Lord Charles?
Only as a pick-me-up.
As a pick-me-up.
After 6, he has to, don't you? Ask the question, Bob, please.
Certainly. Since this has a lot to do with your years in the business, it's about do-it-yourself. Should you add plaster to water or water to plaster?
Well, I never add water to anything. That's why you're always plastered. Thank you. What an amusing, silly ass you are. I can tell you this, Bob, because when I left school, quite seriously, John, when I left school, I was working for a builder for a while, and you put the water into the plaster, not the other way round.
Ray Allen's £10 square and a £50 bonus depend on your reacting correctly to what he's just said.
I agree.
You add the plaster to the water, not the water to the plaster. Zero gets the square. I can imagine where you're going next.
Yeah, Carol Smiley, please.
To Carol Smiley from Wheel of Fortune. You have chosen Carol. Be very careful with Carol's answer. I wouldn't trust her very far.
Why?
And she wouldn't trust me very near, would you, dear?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's good news. I can't wait for the show to end now. We'll hurry it along. What is a plain Bob Major?
The brother of a plain prime minister?
Sounds like it, doesn't it? Well, it's either a peal of church bells, Carol, or it's a British apple.
A peal of church bells, but that's a guess.
Miriam?
I agree.
It is a peal of church bells, and you win that £10 square plus a £50 bonus, bringing you to a total of £80. Well played. 80 plays 10. You can always play catch-up in this game. Anyone can catch up. And also, we have a secret square. That's another game we like to play. One of our stars is sitting in that secret square. We don't know who. Even the star doesn't know who. And here's what that secret square is worth to someone who wins it.
2 nights at the famous Chewton Glen Hotel in the New Forest.
That's worth having, isn't it? Chewton Glen Tennis, Golf, Snooker, Health and Leisure Centre. The place is huge. There's even a toilet on the way to the toilet in case you get caught short. So, the chance to pick the star, 8-to-1 chance, goes to you first, John.
Bobby Davro.
Bobby Davro is not the secret square,
Not
but...
the secret square, John.
You've never been
afraid
square.
you got it wrong there, John, I'm afraid.
Which generates more energy, Bobby? A hurricane or a hydrogen bomb?
Neither. Curry. Have you had a curry lately? I always thought it only burnt once. No wonder Gandhi wore a nappy. Right, I reckon a hydrogen bomb, because they're very noisy and lots of energy.
More energy comes from a hydrogen bomb, says Bobby Davro, than from a hurricane.
I agree.
No, it's a hurricane. Hurricane is much more powerful. 420 megaton bombs it's worth, so I'm afraid you're wrong to agree.
Sorry, John.
Nort gets the square, no money is won. Where's that secret square?
Joe Pascal, please.
Joe Pasquale is not the secret square.
Oh.
Joe, if you started from Brooklyn in New York and you drove over the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, where would you end up?
In the water. Look, see this here? Look, this is my pet budgie, Malcolm. Malcolm. Ooh, 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 ooh. Watch this, ready? Watch. Ooh. It's budgie jumping. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
If you drove across the bridge, where would you end up? In New Jersey or on Staten Island? What's the...
It's a tuna fish. You'd end up in Staten Island.
He says you'd end up in Staten Island.
I agree.
You're right to agree.
Yay!
Nort gets the square. And you have another £10. You got to do it.
Windsor Davis.
The Windsor Davis, we welcome you from so many successes. You're a secret square, Windsor.
Feel lucky.
Here's a secret square question. Windsor, very good to see you here. You know it always is. From Never the Twain. A man of rare gifts. Proves it every Christmas. In an average 8 hours sleep, Windsor, how many times do humans change position?
36.
Well, I'll give you two numbers. 36 sounds a pretty good guess, but I'll give you a choice of either 35 on average or 45 on average.
35.
I move more than that, ask my wife. If that's 35, I agree. 35.
You agree it's 35? You're going to Chewton Glen. £10 square. £10 for you, the £20 winning. Well played indeed. Where next, Anne-Marie?
Judy Spires, please.
So Judy Spires again. Judy, who did Beethoven regard as the greatest composer who ever lived?
I reckon it must be Barry Manilow. Well, you've got to remember he was deaf.
Yes, Beethoven was deaf. I believe he was so deaf he thought he was painting. But did you think the greatest composer who ever lived was Handel or Mozart?
Mozart.
I agree.
It was Handel. Wrong to agree. Cross gets the square. And obviously, You're going to go
Helen Atkinson Wood.
for a winning line. Helen Atkinson Wood from KYTV.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Sorry to interrupt, Helen. Because we fantasizing.
John, marry me and have my children.
Sorry. Look at those initials. Tells you something, doesn't it? Oscar Wilde, Sarah Bernhardt, Rin Tin Tin. What do they all have in common?
They all chase postmen?
Well, I like it, but they were either all three vegetarians or all three buried in the same place.
I'm a vegetarian. I'm going to say they were all vegetarian.
I disagree.
You don't think Rin Tin Tin, the famous dog, was a vegetarian?
No.
I'm inclined to agree. They're all buried at Père Lachaise Cemetery, Paris. You're right, and you win a £50 bonus and another £100 is £80. Now, 90 plays 80, but there can be anything happening with the sums of money as they alter because we double up the money on the second half of our show. So we'll be back in a flash, and we'll have double the cash. Welcome indeed to the show that's full of stars and cows. As you can see, £90 have been scored so far by Miriam Rathor. Beautiful name. Who's 26 and she has a lovely daughter. How old is Sian?
4 long years.
Yeah.
So, hello, Sian.
Telesales advisor from Nelson, and she's playing John Leask, who lives in Doncaster, comes originally from Glasgow, and is an expert in local economy. We're going to double up the money now. Every square is worth £20. A completed game is worth £100. First chance to pick a star goes to you, Miriam.
Thank you. Amanda Reddington, please.
Oh, Amanda, at last we meet you from GMTV. I had the pleasure of being on GMTV with you last year. I loved it, because GMTV has an ad hoc sales policy. If they don't sell more ads, they'll be in hock. Oh, dear. I'm not going to get myself in trouble with you, am I?
Just a tad, I think, yeah.
OK. I have a political question, Amanda.
Oh, no.
Which government department is responsible for shop opening hours?
Well, Virginia Bottomley seems to be responsible for when Marks and Spencer's opens. So, Department of Health? No?
Well, I'll give you a choice. It could be the Home Office. It could be the Department of Trade and Industry.
I'm going to go with the Department of Trade and Industry, I think.
Miriam?
I disagree.
It is the Home Office. You're right to disagree. Your note goes in there. You win £20. You now have £110. John.
Bobby Davro.
Bobby Davro. Bobby, which singer's original name was Grace Stansfield?
It was neither, actually. It was Cliff Richard. Because, that's probably why I haven't had a proper girlfriend. What was the question again?
The singer's original name was Grace Stansfield. Oh. Was it Gracie Fields or Lisa Stansfield?
Well, I'm a big fan of Lisa Stansfield, so I'm going to go for Lisa Stansfield.
John?
I disagree.
It was Gracie Fields. You're right to disagree.
Right,
the cross gets the square. Another £20 brings you to the top. You now have £100. Congratulations. Miriam, where next?
June Whitfield, please.
To June Whitfield Square we go to try and start a winning line of noughts. June, where would you look for your carpals?
In my fish bundles?
No. Are they bones in your hand or bones in your foot? Your carpals.
In your hand?
I disagree.
They're in your wrist. That's more or less in your hand, so I'm afraid you're wrong to disagree. Cross gets the square, no money is won.
Judy Spires.
Judy, in which sport can you kick a behind? Is it in Australian rules football or in American football?
I'm glad you gave me a choice, because I was a bit spoilt for one there. The first one, Bob, I think.
Australian rules football.
I agree.
You're quite right to agree. Cross gets the square. You win a bonus of £100 plus a £20 square, bringing you to £220. Let's double up again. Every square now is worth £40. The one game is worth £200. Try and get a £40 square.
Right, Bobby Davro, please.
Bobby Davro, we go to you. Excluding public houses and bars, Bobby, what is the minimum age for you to legally drink alcohol?
Oh, sorry. You were going to say some more, weren't you? I don't drink. I suffer from alcoholic constipation. I can't pass a pub. So I don't...
I'll give you two ages.
Give me two.
All right. The minimum age for you to legally drink alcohol is either 5 or 8.
Cool. You should know this. I started on pints and ended up on gallons. 5 or 8, I'll go for 8.
Miriam?
I disagree.
You're right to disagree. It's 5. £40 is added to your score. You now have 150. We're next. Windsor Davis. Windsor Davis, we now speed up. Only 60 seconds left to play, Windsor. True or false? There's a vineyard at Spennymoor in County Durham that produces a wine called Bobby Shafto. True or false?
True. I disagree.
You're wrong to disagree. Naught gets the square. Where are you going next?
Joe Pasquale.
Got to be to Joe Pasquale. True or false? Joe, Monsieur Chastelat was twice caught hiding in the bedroom of Mary, Queen of Scots, and was eventually beheaded. True or false?
Definitely true.
I agree.
Yes, he was besotted by her, and you win that game, and you get another £200 to add to what you have, plus a £40 bonus, and that £40 square is £290. Well done, Miriam, you've won. You have won. Little 26-year-old Miriam from Nelson has won. Wasn't that fast? John? Our greetings to your wife and your 4 boys. Thank you for joining us on Celebrity Squares. It's been a pleasure to see you.
It's been great here.
Well, I'm glad you've enjoyed yourself, and you got your 220 quid to the better. The taxman can't touch it, and may I say, and you've got that wonderful holiday in Chewton Glen. Oh, yes, very nice indeed. Miriam, will you join me?
I'd be more than pleased to.
I'd love to help you win a car from the Monkhouse Motor Show.
A nippy five-door hatchback in metallic frost blue. A white four-wheel drive off-road soft top. A sleek cabriolet in Polynesian turquoise. A flame red 1.6 injection special edition saloon. And an elegant coupe in metallic quicksilver.
Miriam, the moment of truth. We've got to choose the car that you're going to be playing for.
Okay.
You've seen the cars. Which one do you fancy?
Oh, any.
Have you got a car?
No, I don't drive.
But you'd learn to drive if you won one of these.
I think that might prompt me into it, yeah.
That would be the decider. OK. Yeah. The lights are dancing around each car. They stop for a fraction of a second on each car. It's up to you to stop the sequence by pushing that button.
Right.
So step around here onto the nought. Look at the rhythm of the lights and see if you can press your luck at exactly the moment you want to during the next 10 seconds, starting now. Oh! Beautiful. The four-wheel drive come round here. Lovely. Off-road, four-wheel drive, super little car. Economical, parks anywhere, particularly if you drive with a forklift truck. I have 3 subjects for you. Animals, pop music, Lucky Dip. I don't know what Lucky Dip is. I don't know what the other survey questions are.
I'd take pop music, please.
You'll take pop music. We've taken this question out on a public survey, and we have the top 20 answers that the public gave us on this card. I want you to give me 9 of them, Miriam. 9 of the questions that the most popular in our poll. If you give me the same answer twice, you'll hear this little bell. And you'll know that that won't light up a square, because lighting up all 9 squares is what you're going to try and do to add that marvellous little off-road car to the £390 you've won. Good luck. Pop music. Concentrate hard. Black out the boxes, please. Try and light all 9 boxes with your 9 correct responses to this question. We asked the public, past and present, name female pop singers and groups. Past and present. Do you understand the question, Miriam?
Yeah.
OK, good luck. You have 30 seconds in which to give me 9, starting now.
Alison Moyet.
Yes.
Gladys Knight.
Yes.
Lisa Stansfield. Debbie
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
The Bangles.
Yes.
Bananarama.
Yes.
The Chiffons. The Shirelles.
Yes. No, not the Shirelles.
Gracie Fields.
No.
Alma Cogan.
Yes.
Patsy Cline.
Yes. One more.
Diana Ross.
Yes! Well done! Oh, terrific. What a girl. What a girl. Oh, tremendous. Thank you to Judy. She's thanking you all. To Ray Allen and Joe Pasquale. To Helen Atkinson Wood. To Bobby. To Amanda. To Windsor. To Carol. To June. Join us next week. Join us every week. It's Celebrity Squares.